Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout 4 Frost. Now then, I'm about to show you a little bit of a compilation of us completing the Boston airport area that we died 100 times in the last episode. So we did it, we got it done, so I'll show you that now. So we got our XP, and we came back to town. We got our level up. We just picked up Scrapper. Now, I weighed over a few different options, and I thought, you know, scrapping items, getting more components from the items that we scrap, along with the XP that we get. So it's another little bonus to XP. I weighed up getting armorer to be able to apply mods to our clothes and stuff like that. As you can see in the bottom left, we're in a bit of a situation still, as always, nothing's new with radiation. I did take a fungal purge. Obviously I picked up the tiniest bit of radiation from attacking the ghouls. I did what I could. I took a fungal purge, I went to sleep, I tried to heal, I took a bandage. Probably take another bandage. Let's have another beer. We'll let that do a little bit of magic, then we'll take use a bandage. So now then, now that we're here, we are basically ready to rock and roll. And Evie here, she's feeling a lot better. She's doing alright. She's had a good sleep. She got it out of her system. She managed to go and kill a few ghouls. We are level 7 now. And I really want Leadbelly, but it's Endurance 8 or Endurance 7, and we are only Endurance 3. So that one, unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a while away. Now, you and I both know that Evie sometimes she gets these urges. She said it again. She said it again. I didn't even need to come up with any kind of, any kind of sort of twisted story. You said so.
What the?
Yeah, I forgot about this. A bit of a bugger. I had to use all my mines, my 2 mines that I had. And I forgot to pick up some more. We're probably about to die. Possibly. Really? Reload your gun, please, Evie. Okay, maybe I'll go and get some more mines. And hopefully, Evie can't help it. There's something about those 2 people, right? You know, whenever she walks past them, she just gets this uncontrollable feeling to stab her knife in the back of the neck of one of them, you know? But she like I said, most of the time she can resist those urges. But every now and then, it's like the stars align. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's all meant to be. And if that, I can only do this if that girl says go ahead again, because that's the trigger point for Evie. She's having the thought occurring as she walks past, and so that's the key, you know. So we'll take a couple of these, and we'll take these as well. Not that we'll use them now, but so we do have some half decent weapons. But that gun, that 7.62 gun, we've got nothing else like it. I suppose our 45s are building up a little bit too. Well, what have I got that fires 45s? No, not that one. This one. Okay, well that's not bad. Still not as good as the other one. I don't think. I think it's like 70, isn't it? 70 damage, 60 or 70 damage. So we're basically at half health, half rads. I almost got Intimidation as well. I thought Intimidation would be a good one for up on the surface. So, just get ready, you know, because if she says it again, then we're allowed to brutally murder. But not only if she says it. Like I say, that's the trigger switch for Evie. Trigger switch? You know what I'm trying to say. So, you know, she's got a knife out.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. If you say so. But only if you say so. What's happening here? Why is everything bugged out? Oh, come on, game. Don't do this to me. Okay. I'm going to have to reload. For some reason, my controls had bugged out. I don't know why I've been getting a lot of that. Not so much on the keyboard, but a little bit on the mouse. It just seems to bug out for a second or two. What's my weapon bound to?
Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Thank God for that. Oh, what's going on? It's doing it again. I've lost all control of my... Can't shoot. Can't open my Pip-Boy. That's so strange. Yeah, I can do it now. Something about this zone here. Alright, we'll just say Evie was kind of, you know, in a little bit of a psychotic episode there. She's wondering whether or not she should do it. But, you know, life's given her the confirmation.
You're dead.
Holy crap. The reaction speed on these people. Yeah, we'll try it one more time. I can get a bit obsessive sometimes about these things, so I've got to watch it. I don't want to be here for a whole other episode trying to complete this one little goal. You know, it's a problem. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes. How about this time? We just go right ahead, eh? How about I wonder how far I can throw a mine without it blowing me up. I don't think this will it activate straight away? That's a yes. Okay, mine's not a problem. Mine's good. I'll take mines. Oh, you bugger. Does he still have the gun? He does. I hope. Yeah, 7.62s. Now, one problem we may face is when we go through that door out into the other area. By the way, Evie's decided, this is also part of the reason why, you know, she's been weighing up this thought as well. She really likes the look of this area out the front here, and she's thinking of turning it into a base, her own little private conquest situation, you know, just have a little workshop there and a couple of little things, so we don't have to run back and forth as much. We can put a little cook pot there, and eventually when we can get local leader. Actually, let's have a little look at this. Where is local leader? What's this one? You're a cyborg, at least you think you are. 60 poison resistance, 10 rad resistance. Interesting. But requires level 15. I think I might have to get that. Steiner's Gate. So I haven't had a look at a lot of these. Armourer. We've got to get it soon. What am I looking for right now? I'll remember when I see it. 1 to 2 would be good. Hides from animals. Cannibal. I don't think we're going to go cannibal, but you never know. I think... Here we go. Charisma 10. Holy shit. So... It didn't say anything about... Okay, we'll check it in a second. It didn't say anything about being able to build workshops and stores there, so... Let's have a look and see what the requirements are. We'll do it when we get back into our little home base. Alright, let me get us back here. Because we're 10 minutes into the episode, so I'd like to actually get on with the whole deal where Evie, she wants to go and sort of set up a little bit of a base zone, which is what I was getting at. It's another reason why she was thinking about killing those people, because she doesn't like to be invaded upon, you know. She likes her space, she likes her privacy. Unless it's very specific people, very specific kinds of people that she's got a good relationship with, that she's built up. It takes her a long time to build up a relationship, but You know, there's people hanging around. What are you doing hanging around? I live here, you know, like, just leave me alone sort of thing. More along the lines of, I don't know, I probably won't say it. I need to be careful what I say. We've got sort of YouTube guidelines, don't we? Like, you're limited on how deep and dark you can go with this type of thing, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, just put it this way. She didn't want those people hanging around where she wants to live. And maybe she asked them politely to move on. Maybe she just thought she'd asked them politely to move on. You know, sometimes you have a dream about something, you think it's real. It's hard to tell the difference between reality and delusion. At times, isn't it? Don't you agree? Especially for somebody suffering with Evie's situation here. Now, another thought that's occurred to me, I'm going to try and get this all out of the way, is, you know, we have this whole sanity system here, obviously. And I've left, you know, I haven't really introduced much of this stuff to you about Evie, apart from the fact that she's just, you know, she's over the edge, I think is all I really said. And she killed the Federation guys. She's very much a psychopath. But I've been thinking about it, and I quite like the idea of allowing her mental instability to evolve and devolve with this. So, you know, the more her sanity drops towards zero, the game doesn't really consider you insane until you go below zero, but we could start to play around with, you know, little elements of, let's call it psychosis, and greater instability in from my side of things, you know, in how we role play. And I could even maybe I thought about doing a little bit of editing. I could put in a few little things here and there to just enhance the flavor of her kind of losing her mind. And she can go as deep into insanity as she wants to, and then potentially coming out of that and not feeling so bad. So it's like a kind of exploration of mental health and mental health conditions while we explore Evie here, you know, and explore the world of Frost. Anyway, I've got to finish cooking my pizza, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so we wanted to have a little look to see what requirements we have. Doesn't like to build in here. Come on, game. Give it to me. Give it to me. Alright, yeah, we want to have a little look at the Armourer 2. Oh shit. Chemist 2. We can build. Shit. Blacksmith 2, gun nut. Blacksmith 1, gun nut 2. Or 2 and 1. Okay, so either way. Oh, crap. Alright, it's way worse than I thought, people. Well, anyway, you know, Evie still wants to have she still wants it. She wants it. She wants it, and nobody will get in the way of her having it. Let me take another mine. Because now we're into the main deal of today's episode, which I haven't fully figured out what it is yet, but I think we're going to go to the surface. We're going to a little bit of a change of scenery, and I would like, you know, we've been down here for a long time. We've been down here for a long, long time. How many episodes are we on now? Like 15? Or something? 15 episodes we've been bloody stuck in the tunnels, alright? It's driving me bonkers. My sanity is decreasing day by day. Because I'm stuck in the tunnels, you know? So Evie needs to get out. Like for an extended period of time, get out. So I think what we're going to do is, you know, she's been hearing, the longer she's been down here, unfortunately having to interact with, you know, these putrid, pathetic, ordinary human beings. She's heard about these settlements, you know, that there are settlements. There are kind of bases above ground. Come on, put your legs in, man. Okay, whatever. She doesn't know where they are, but she knows that they exist. No, none of this is respawned, has it? Are you my friend or not? Yeah, I think she's going to go and tell on me.
What just happened?
She was going to go and tell. I knew it. She was going to discover the bodies. She would have done. She would have discovered the bodies. And she would have told on me. And then it would have been all out war. So I had no choice. Okay, well, am I going to take this or what? No, because it's too heavy. So anyway, let's go this way. We'll deal with her in a second. We'll get her gear in a minute. This place is ours now. Okay, it belongs. What has happened? Okay, it was locked somehow. This place belongs to us. And so we're going to set up an actual little workbench here. We won't be able to do much. But now we can take everything in the world that we want to take. So one of the first things we're going to do is build some lights down here. Now, we're not going to do this right now because otherwise this whole episode will be about building. And I'm already... Oh, shit. Okay, give me a second. I need to go and get all of our junk and bring it here. Oh, crap. I pressed the wrong key. Give me a minute. Right. So I got all the gear. I got all of our aid, all of our junk, everything. All of our stuff. We've got it with us. Now we set up here. As long as we've got everything we need. Yes. Now I can move this around. So I'll just put it here for now. So this is now going to be Caldera Outpost for us. So we... I don't think it has any stuff in it, does it? At this point. No. So we've still got all of our stuff in our bag. However, I know many of you will be familiar with this mod, Conquest, that does this. We can't scrap everything, but a lot of this stuff we will be able to scrap. So like I said, I'm gonna spend a couple minutes here just doing this. You know, just scrapping a few initial items. So there's actually really not much here that we can scrap, which is fine. We're not exactly going to build this into a full-blown settlement or anything. We're just going to take advantage of the situation here, as Evie tends to do. Now, one thing I would like to explain, you know, if some people are wondering how does Evie... what did I just do? Okay, I just picked it up. You know, how does her brain work? How does she see things? Now she's, you know, people who suffer from her condition, and this is not just people who suffer from her condition, but this is actually some people in general. You know, they have, but especially people who suffer with whether it's, you know, sort of schizophrenia type stuff, psychosis type stuff, especially paranoid schizophrenia. In fact, it's, you know, it's impossible to have paranoid schizophrenia and not think like what I'm about to say. So she is her thoughts are self-centric, right? Now, essentially what that means is that everything that happens is related to her. This world, she thinks and believes that she is the center of the universe. Everything that happens is related to her, is somehow connected to her, it's relevant to her, it's happening because of her, it's happening for her. Now don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people on this planet who think that, you know, God, that they, you know, they can think a certain thought and make it rain, you know, like, or it's raining, or it's the sun is shining just for them. Do you know what I mean? And that's just ordinary people. For her, though, it's gone to a whole heightened level of extreme, which means she has seen repeatedly in her life multiple signs, with like the incident that happened before, and she's had this subjective evidence occur to her repeatedly that proves to her that the universe was made for her, and that so she owns everything. It all belongs to her. In fact, all of these people here are just NPCs in a video game, and she is the main character. Now, not exactly far from the truth, but she doesn't know whether or not it's true. She just believes that it is. And so if she wants something, she can take it. You know, if anything, she doesn't really get why these people don't understand that she is God. And so she can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, however she wants, etc., etc., etc. Now, I'm running around in circles as I explain this. What I want to do is not that. So that's going to kind of lay the groundwork for a lot of the decisions that she makes, and a lot of the things that she yeah, a lot of the decisions she makes and a lot of the actions that she performs. You know, if you understand that if she sees something shiny and nice and she wants it, she can get it. In her head, she has the right to. This place belongs to her. And if there are people around who are getting in the way, well, they're just, they're idiots, they're morons, they don't see the truth. And she's the boss. She's the winner of the argument always. And with regards to the paranoia element of it, she, you know, I think I'll need to go into probably a bit greater detail on that at some point in the future. We actually can't build the beds that I want. This is why, in case anyone else has been wondering why I've been running around kind of taking everything. Now I know we get a little bit of cloth from these, don't we? But I don't know if we can build with those in this mod. Are they considered a, you know, like a misc object as opposed to something else? So yeah, I've been gathering all this junk, like tons and tons of it. Hoarding it, so to speak, because actually if I destroy this, perfect, so we can now build a bed. It's for this reason, you know, because we've literally just got enough resources here to build a single bed. And Evie needs a bed, of course she does. She needs to be able to get a good night's sleep. Are these just regular tents? She won't be able to sleep in these mattresses, obviously. We're just shy one cloth for that bed, so it's gonna... Wait, can I scrap you? Nothing else really. Just one more clothy item. No? Alright, anyway, we'll just build a bed with a dirty mattress so she can sleep. I mean, nothing wrong with that one really, but this will do. And we're just gonna put it... This is really just very temporary what we're doing here. It's just a temporary settlement location for us to use. So she can sleep, she can cook. She needs a little fire to keep warm, obviously. So yeah, I'll continue on with the, you know, like the explanation of how her inner world impacts her perceptions and her experience of the outer world. And that's all we're going to do for now. I will build some like lights and stuff. Can I build this little generator? Yeah, I don't need any crafting requirements for that other than the gear we don't have. See, even with all the looting that I've done, we still don't have one copper, gear or rubber. So we've got loads more looting to do. Alright guys, so that's what I wanted for now. Evie's now well and truly entering into her own domain, which is what we want. Now what I did need to do, sorry, very quickly. That's a bug down there, 999 bullets, that's a bug. What I did need to do was take all of our gear out of here. And I'm just going to put it in the cook pot for now. I was going to build storage, but sorting it out will take a while. Let me just take all. So I'm just going to drop it all inside this cook pot. Actually, I can put it in the workshop, that makes more sense. And that little cook pot should be connected. Yeah, so that doesn't have any cloth, so it's just a misc item. We've got 2 cloth there. Let me drop all this stuff off. All I've got to do is get us some aid before we go. What did I tell you that I sold some more stuff too? I sold a little bit of clothing and a couple of weapons, the ones that are less likely to be used by us. So we got a little bit of extra cash. Got like 500 or 600 caps for it. That was with the whole, before I did the ghoul thing. Alright, so give me some aid. Take an arm brace, couple bandages. Blood pack, a couple of them. I'm going to need some food, although that's mega rads. I cooked up the cow meat. I've got another fungal purge, but I'm not going to take that out in the world. I don't even really want to touch these. Apparently you can't cook them, or I don't really know about that. I tried to cook and there was no option. Give me a couple Nuka-Colas. Fuck, I'm pushing the limits here. Shit. And what was the food we cooked? Yeah, got a couple of these. Shit. I think I'm more likely to damage my leg. Maybe I won't take as much stuff. We are literally on the edge with regards to our capacity, which is pretty... Oh, okay, let's get rid of a few of these. I only ever really want a couple of these at a time, so I can't rely on them too much. But I wouldn't mind those Molotovs. Okay, so we've got 8 storage space. And, alright. See, my ammo's correct now. So. I mean, she's been told about a couple of these places, so I suppose she should be heading really towards those in terms of the lore. You know, it doesn't really make sense for her to head towards Sanctuary or anything. But this is if we can even get to these places. This is the closest one. I don't know if there's any kind of settlements on the way, which we will look at eventually. She's going to move. She's going to move out into the world. For now, I think she's just going to sort of be smart. And, I mean, at the end of the day, she's got to go out and get more resources, doesn't she? We also need to continue leveling up. I don't know how much of the quest we're going to pursue, because obviously the decisions I've made... I was very limited on my knowledge of Frost in terms of... I didn't even really know there were quests, honestly. I thought it was just like an open... You know, the game had been turned into a survival simulator. Where your only job is to really... is to survive. So, I wasn't completely clued up on the fact that there were quests. So I've been thinking along kind of other lines, you know, like my own story, my own experience with this character. So I don't know how many of the quests we'll pursue in this season. In Evie's season. What's going on? Why am I getting so highly irradiated? Do I not have a mask on? Yeah, I do. Was I standing next to something? What was I standing next to? Oh dear God.
What the hell was that? This is gonna be fun! This ain't over!
You asked for it. Large backpack. I love it. And honestly, that to me is enough of a bonus. Oh shit, what is down there that's... Okay, I've kind of screwed us now because... Oh, not really. What is down there that's so irradiated? Where's our hole in the ground? We don't have a hole in the ground, do we? Do we, or what's our... Oh, it's here. Okay, here's our hole in the ground. So we've just got a massive bonus there, grabbing that backpack. I get a feeling Evie's sanity is... It's not going to last. The reason I've come back here is so I can save. And also offload these 2 things, which I didn't realise I had an extra. Extra leathers. Get rid of this now. So we've just got a massive boon to our carry weight, but we also picked up an absolute crap ton of rads. This world, I've said this multiple times now, it is so hostile, isn't it? I wonder if the radiation suit would offer any greater protection. The only problem with that is we have to drop all of our armour to wear it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to have a go wearing just the red suit because at the end of the day I think the radiation is more likely to kill us in this situation than an enemy is. regardless if we get hit once probably by an enemy, we're dead anyway, whether we've got armor or not. So it's really kind of how I feel. Now what I want is this. And... kind of want right now is an independent storage unit. Something that's not connected. I think these sometimes aren't connected. So let's just build a little dresser over here. Is it connected? No, it's independent. Awesome. Sometimes it's good, isn't it? No, not that. But does this let me wear my mask or not? Got a feeling it might not. Shit, so I can't even wear a gas mask. With it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little auto save here and gotta test this out, see exactly what effect it has. We're probably about to die straight away, but sometimes takes a little bit of time to kick in. Seems it's actually working. I was told that this damaged hazmat suit wasn't suitable to wear outdoors. That's in the like the wiki, I think it is the Frost wiki. I don't know, maybe that was changed. So there's something radioactive down here. Yeah, well the radiation is definitely reduced. All right, we'll go with that. Alrighty, so Jesus. Radiation's a killer, isn't it? Well, at least now I know I don't need the gas mask. I can drop that off. Over here. So we've got an absolute ton of capacity space now. Inventory space. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that, you know, the pack maybe has evolved to the point where, because it used to just be, you know, a hardcore survival simulation. It used to be a lot easier to survive on the surface when I played it a few years ago. Although I wasn't in the city back then either, I was more over to the west of the map somewhere, like over here, I think you end up. Start off like we're over here. So maybe it's just this city location. I think we're just going to do a little bit of aimless wandering right now. Like I said, Evie needs, you know, she's been confined. What's this place?
What the fuck was that? Get some!
Yeah, so I'm starting to get the feeling that it's the city, you know? So at the end of the day, if I'm going to be thinking of potentially moving out of the city, we might need to migrate west. Or possibly north. Maybe it's a little bit... Maybe we go and head... Have a little look north. Jesus, man. Okay, I'm going to try heading north. Let's see if north is a little bit clearer. Or, You know, if the population density decreases a little bit when you get out of the city. So we've got a bit more room to breathe. It's either that or we're sort of forced to stay underground. As I was saying, I feel like maybe that's the key with this Frosty pack is you have to stay underground. You know, and do these sort of initial quests. Old North Church, that's the other entrance, isn't it? That's the other place. I'm not going to worry about weapons. It's almost like you have to stay underground to level up. Survivalist's bunker. I actually might start taking a few weapons because we got the scrapper perk. If you find this, then I'm probably dead. I have a small bunker underneath my garage. My house is near the Watts Consumer Electronics building. There's no food left there, but the generators are still operational. It has a small workshop. Might be of use to you somehow. I hope you have more luck than I had in this cruel new world. How am I looking? Interesting. Well, that gives us a little bit of direction for right now. Old North Church. Yeah, it's almost like the pack, you know, makes you stay underground at least to get those initial levels and perks, maybe. What did I just pick up? I didn't see that. Very nice. Cottage.
What?
Fuck. I've got 2 shells for the shotgun. Wait. Oh fuck, she's got a shotgun of some sort. Whatever that was, it was a fucking big gun. Oh, Bozar. Kabuki mask, eh? Okay, for right now, I'm going to allow myself to do like an offload of weapons and stuff into the bag. Because we've got the scrapper perk now, so it makes sense to pick up weapons to break them down. I won't pick up everything. Pocketed. We can take the things off these, can't we? Shit, we've got a lot of stuff here. So I feel like I'm just sort of speeding up the gameplay a bit. You know, we've been able to carry more stuff, which, okay, it's not a, what do you call it? It's not true to the original experience, but at this point, you know, for the series, it's just sort of speeding things up a little bit, which I don't particularly mind it. You can make your own mind up if you don't like that element of it. You know, if you want a pure Frost, we're already not having a pure Frost experience anyway. But I'd probably be about halfway to where we are now at this point. So this suit definitely works. Even in a Rad Storm, it definitely works. So yeah, I'll let myself do like a couple of loads of weapons and armor to take home with us. Not the smartest thing being out here right now, is it? Considering how radiated we already are. Let's go pass a little bit of time inside this place where we just were. Where was it? Yeah. Go sit down. Let Evie rest for an hour. Couple hours. Try and pass the storm a little bit. Hopefully. Sweet.
Hey.
Jesus Christ, everywhere you go, man. Anyone got weapons? Like guns?
Who's out there?
Yes. Yeah, we might need to move out of the city, guys. I'm feeling the squeeze here, you know, like the squeeze to my... Not my enjoyment, but... I don't really know how to word it. I mean, I'm quite prepared to sort of stay stuck underground, but... I don't know. I'll have to think about it, I think. Either that or... Okay, I know there's an absolute ton of lead in this place.
What?
He had a gun. Is that another Rad Storm? No. Fucking is too. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It's on. Shit. Evie's not going to be very sane for very long, is she, at this rate? I don't mind it for this playthrough. Like, obviously this is my first time playing Frost. And, well, I'm getting a feel for the challenge. It's very, very drastically difficult to how I normally play the game, which is a bit of a culture shock, so, you know, to say the least. Given Evie's nature, I think it's only kind of right that she probably should go insane. More insane. So... yeah, I think we'll just kind of stick with doing what we're doing right now. It's going to be too... not necessarily too hard, but... I feel like too involved for me at this stage to try to play any other way. You know, if I put a lot of thought into it and came back around to doing this again, making different choices, going along with the quests, not having such a disturbed character, sort of psychology, you know, psychologically. Oh, bollocks, I left all my bobby pins at home. So I think we'll just stick with this for now. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then, you know, in a future Frost playthrough, we can come back around to playing the quests. Is that it? Looks like it. Where was the dead body, though? Oh, there it is. A lot of those drugs will sell, I think. Okay, we've got a little bit of progress under our belt now, so I don't want to go throwing it all away. Bloody radiation is the biggest killer I've found so far. You know, that's the slow killer, isn't it? You've got people that are an immediate threat, but the radiation is just building up the whole time, no matter what you're doing.
Back off! No way! Ah!
Don't worry about it, buddy. You can come live with me. So let's check out his journal. I'm sorry, Nell. I should have been there for you. I should have seen them. I keep coming back to the pastry shop where we met. I don't know why. I know it's stupid, but I feel like I don't know. Like I feel a part of you or something. Maybe we'll meet here again on another shore. Maybe the snow will melt and we can feel the sun on our skin again. Maybe. Interesting. Be nice if they had names, wouldn't it? Like if, you know, the name of the journal linked up to the character there. Perfectly preserved pie, is it? Is that what it is, that thing? When it comes out? Yeah, we don't have to obsess over every little thing, but we'll get the majority of stuff. Just never know what's here, do you? Some soap there. That'd have to be one of the most valuable items, wouldn't it, in the apocalypse? Soap. Cleaning products, you know, sanitary products. Sanitation. Alright, that'll do. Okay, I think we might check one more little location here. I don't think the chances of us getting to this bunker on this run are the case. I really like the idea. I forget who it was who suggested this. Chairman Chips, I think it may have been. I could be wrong. It could have been Maxime. A few of you have been commenting on my videos, you know, offering a little bit of sort of tips and hints and stuff. And I forget exactly who it was, but somebody suggested to do like specific runs for certain things so you don't get sidetracked. Like if we come out of our little base with the intention of getting to this bunker, that we just sort of ignore all these other locations and go straight there. Or if we go out on a food run, that we don't pick up any junk. We just focus on food, and then if we go out on a junk run, we don't, you know, so you have a specific reason for coming out. Or an XP run might be fighting. I think we're going to end up going fully insane, aren't we? I guess once I've got a little taste for it, in this run, you know, my first character is going to go insane. It kind of suits her style anyway. And I get a little taste for how the permadeath, the semi-permadeath, 24-hour, whatever you want to call it, how that kind of runs and feels. And my next runs in Frost with different characters can be a bit more refined. Because I'm finding it hard. Like the way that I'm imagining myself playing the game, and the way that I'm kind of trying to play the game, and the things I'm coming up with in the background, off camera, they're not really registering, they're not really resonating with how the pack plays, due to basically my inexperience with how hard this is, and the mechanics of it. Like, how would I play this without Conquest? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I'd play it. You know, without being able to take all this junk and loot that we've got, where would we be now? Which is why I'm feeling I would have had to go along with the quests to gain the XP. Shit. You know, now that I know there's bigger backpacks in the game, it's a bit more viable. So anyway, we'll just carry on as we are for now. I want to try and head back to base a bit. See, we're hardly even leaving the area, that's the thing too. I'm not used to this. I like it though. It's just taking me a bit of time to get used to. It's too dangerous to venture far from the base, isn't it? Especially on a kind of semi-permadeath thing, where we can't just save here and then walk across there. Are they coming after me? I thought they were coming after, like... Oh, fuck. I've run past the base. Shit. How many rounds do I have? Oh, I've got loads of rounds. I must have picked up another gun. Fuck, that was close, man. Where's the base from here? Fucking hell. Yeah, they're behind me. I don't really want to risk them coming out again. Oh, it's here. Fucking hell, thank God for that. Ran right past it, didn't I? That was full on. Moments like that I really appreciate in terms of the gameplay. Like, I love that sort of thing. That's why I play with the permadeath. Semi-permadeath. The threat of losing it all at the last minute. But Jesus Christ, it's full on. Right, how are we looking here? I think we're pretty close to the end of the episode now. I might just offload our stuff that we got. I'll do a little bit of sorting on off camera. I want to set up a couple more drawers and chests and things for our gear. Yeah, I'm just going to go with without putting too much effort into the thought of the different ways of playing. I feel like right now, this being this far into the series, I'm not going to change my playstyle. I'm not going to try to keep Evie sane. It'll just, for me, it'll turn into too much of a grind. I know it. And that's probably how it's supposed to be. But with regards to where I'm at right now with this series. You know, being so far into it, I've only got a couple of days left. I get my kids back today. Later on today. It's super early in the morning right now, but in a few hours I get my kids back, so I've got them for the whole weekend now, which means the amount of episodes I can do is more limited. And I don't want to be grinding constantly. At least not for Evie. Like I said, I might come back to that later. I want her to be a bit of a ruthless, badass bitch. She's an absolute psycho, and I want to explore the insanity, you know, and be creative with the insanity. And it's working well doing it this way. I don't want to have to grind for loot and gear for her. I want to use the conquest system. I want to be a bit more relaxed with it. We'll keep the permadeath thing where we can only save at the base. That's awesome. Or into a zone. But I'm happy to go with that. But in terms of those deeper refinements that I think a more experienced Frost player would play as and would know, then we'll leave that for a future playthrough with a different character. For now, we're just going to carry on as it is, having a little bit of fun, trying to keep Evie alive, worrying about her goddamn radiation, and exploring her psychosis, alright? And as her insanity increases, or her sanity decreases, we'll have a little bit of a play around with how crazy she can go. Righto. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Fallout 4 Frost, and I do hope you will join me again soon. And so yeah, the next couple of days I've got my kids, so the episodes will be down to the sort of 2 to 3 a day. And then next week, Tuesday, we come back with, what's it called again? Anomaly, Stalker Anomaly, Gamma Edition. So see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.